Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RollPlay Mirrorshades. It's week 18. It's time to find out what everyone's been up to. People have been busy. They've been traveling the world. Some have stayed where they... I don't know where I'm going with this. Adam, how was Tokyo?
I was scouting for Mirrorshades, right? That's what you're doing out there, right?
We said, Adam, would you like to go scout for Mirrorshades? And he said, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Kyoto for the weekend and a bit, and it was awesome. It was super awesome. I was at Bit Summit checking out Japanese indie games. It's pretty badass. Some good stuff coming
I
out.
saw a bunch of your tweets, yeah.
Yeah. Thumper looks really good. It's by a couple of guys who did work for like Guitar Hero and that stuff, and it's like a really creepy rhythm game. Looks kind of like Audio Surf. It was badass.
Wow.
I think that's the game I'm most excited about of all the ones that I saw.
What was the coolest thing you saw in Japan? Fuck the Bit Summit thing.
I don't know, man. I think the most Japanese thing that I saw was there was like a sequence right in the middle of the show where they had like a musical act. It was like a band, but then they started like pulling people up on stage, and there was like a guy in like a weird silver mask, and there was a dancing potato. It's like it was this whole thing. I don't know.
What?
I have no idea.
Was this from like the
Dancing
robot
potato.
show?
No, this was just like at Bit Summit, like right in the middle. They were just like, we're just gonna like have like it was a band, like which is fine, like a band played. But then like all of a sudden there was like the potato mascot on the stage dancing around, and like, yeah, it was something else.
That's weird.
But I've been to Japan before, and to Kyoto in particular. I didn't really get a chance to like kind of look around at anything I hadn't seen yet. But I love being in Japan. It is awesome. The train is the shit.
The train. Oh,
Yeah,
the train.
like if you need to get around in Japan, it's so easy. It's like mind-numbing how like you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go, and there's public transit, and it goes everywhere, and you don't have to worry about it. We need more of that, especially here. Vancouver's transit is terrible.
Yeah, we don't have one. I think we have like a shitty... It's not the same. It's not.
You got
Dallas has
like a
something
light
that's
rail
terrible.
or something.
Yeah, it goes from
Yeah.
where I live down to downtown, and that's it.
Yeah.
And no one takes it. There's like 5 people that take it every day. But they probably find it extremely useful. It's not good.
Did you find any of these mushroom candies, Adam? Can you see that?
Yeah, they're the little like Lottie ones. Yeah, they're everywhere. You can't get those.
Someone posted a video, like a commercial for those, at JP's subreddit before, and like I can't get it out of my head.
The Japanese commercials are amazing. There's one for this thing called Giga Pudding that like best commercial I've ever seen. Go look it up.
pudding.
Yeah, it's amazing. I watched a fair amount of like trying to fall asleep Japanese television. I'll tell you this: watching Japanese TV does not help you fall asleep.
Yeah, it doesn't help you fall asleep. Is it just crazy
No.
fucking off the wall shit all the time?
It's not even like the content, it's just the format. Like news shows on Japan have like so much shit happening around the screen. Like there's like flashing lights and like tickers in 4 different directions, and like they have when they do news shows, they have like reaction shots of the people in the studio while someone else is announcing the news. So it'll be like, here's something really funny, and they just show all these like reaction shots of the anchors. just
okay.
being like,
That makes a lot of sense. Reddit
Yeah.
makes so much sense to me now.
Are there any like really
Yes.
inappropriate reactions? They do like a sweat drop after they announce something really awful just happened. Like, oh no.
Some shows do the sound effects and
When they
overlay
shouldn't.
stuff. Yeah, it's
Okay.
whatever.
Interesting.
But yeah.
What about
It's just-
food-wise? What was the best thing you ate?
I had this burnt miso ramen from a place called Gogyo that was like so good.
Oh,
Yeah, a little weird
so
because
jealous.
it's like burnt miso, but it was very tasty.
interesting.
I saw you tweet about that.
I know I'm all about that ramen.
Anything else that you've been up to besides going to Tokyo?
Well, besides Japan, no, not really.
There you go. There you go. How was the trip, by the way? How long was that? And was it direct?
From Vancouver, yeah, I flew from Vancouver to Haneda, which is the airport in Tokyo, then flew to Osaka, and then took a train to Kyoto because there's no airport in Kyoto.
Yeah.
But it was direct from Osaka back. We still had to take the
So
train.
how long is that flight?
Like
14
10 hours there, 10 hours there, 9 hours back. I think we go like up and over rather than straight across the ocean.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I was thinking it'd be longer.
No, it's yeah, it's mostly the like time lag.
Yeah,
that
I
feels
guess you're on the coast too.
It's like about 6 a.m. yesterday for me right now. So
Oh, that's You lose 12 hours or
You lose a day going there. So Friday was a wash, and then flying back, I recovered Tuesday.
It's
And
so
I'm not really sure what day it is, but yeah, I got home like 16 hours before I left or something, plus travel time. So I don't know.
So if you just
weird.
flew backwards around the world a bunch of times, you would just go back in time?
that's how it
Right.
works.
I think by the time you get to the date line, you lose the day. But yeah, if you fly fast enough, the Earth rotates backwards, and then things start unhappening. It's
No one's done it
Superman.
yet. Though.
Yeah, it's wild. It's
Fixing
wild.
our angular spin. That'd be nice.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, cool. Let's talk to Wheat and about his Comic-Con travel. What was it good?
How's the
I did
trap?
not. I did not set foot inside the San Diego Convention
Oh
Center.
shit! You made the right decision.
Therefore, I feel like I have won Comic-Con.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really easy. We did the Skybound stuff, which was at the Petco Park, which was like close to the convention center, which is convenient. But I didn't have to deal with all that shit. Like people be like, dude, Batman, Superman trailer. I'd be like, cool. Whip out my fucking phone.
just
I'd
watch
watch
it.
it. I'd be like, all right, word. You know, there was nothing that I was.
Well, the park is
sad.
called Petco. Like, does Petco the store
Yeah, it's
own the
brand
park?
new, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you know how that is.
Is it
They
a
like-
dog park?
They put it in. No, it's a fucking baseball
It's a baseball stadium.
ring.
Wait, they own a
Baseball
baseball
ring.
stadium?
It's one of them baseball rings.
How does
Jason.
Baseball
Petco have
ring?
so much money that they could fucking afford a stadium? What the hell?
Have you seen how many Petcos there are in the world?
No.
That's
They got Fliff. They got Fliff for days.
for days.
I
They
see.
make
All the
their own
animal
dog
fliff.
treats and shit. You know what the margins are for fucking like grooming and shit? You fucking.
No, I don't. I have no idea.
It's
I know.
they're
I
fucking
just-
high.
I
Guess
guess
what?
enough to own a baseball stadium.
I heard. Yeah, exactly.
Christ.
So the best part about it for me was literally geeking out with these comic book creators for an hour to 2 hours. Sean Martinborough, who does all the art for Thief of Thieves, Josh Williamson, who does Birthright and Nailbiter, and fucking oh god, what's the other one? Ghosted. And then Andy Diggle from Thief of Thieves as well as a writer. And then this guy who I have the biggest fucking comic book man crush on. His name's Paul Azaceta, and he's the artist for Outcast. And he fucking this guy, I want to call him a kid because I know he's young, but god damn it, he's going places. He's fucking amazing. And getting to talk to those guys like that was dream come true. So
There
it was
you
cool. Yeah, other than that, it was.
Do you have
it was-
anything good to eat? What'd you eat down there? Just normal food?
Did I have anything good to eat? No, it's kind of normal food because the restaurants are fucking like ape shit there. Imagine
Yeah.
any restaurant, any convention times 1,000.
Yeah.
No, don't think I ate anywhere great. That was it. Other than that, I've actually been so busy that I barely know what to do with myself anymore.
For what? TwitchCon shit?
A
Everything?
lot of shit. Everything.
Gotcha.
A lot of shit. you know?
Gotcha. It dawned on me during Drop Frames that PAX Prime is like 40 days away today.
Dude, I'm like,
Really soon, yeah.
consultant planning for that and programming for that, and we're programming Gamescom and
Evo is this weekend.
Yeah,
Evo.
Are you going
Yeah.
to Evo? Is anyone going to Evo?
I'm not
I
going
wish
to
I
Evo
was.
because I'm going to CoxCon the weekend after that. So I decided to
Wait,
skip out. on Evo.
CoxCon is the weekend after that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
Going to Gen Con. So
When is that in 2 weeks?
Gen Con's in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I just got to plan everything in my head.
Everything is so
So-
soon.
My
Yeah.
gaming life has been fucking all condensed into enjoying Dragon coins on mobile.
Oh,
Like,
God.
and it's driving me fucking batty.
I
Although
made
Dragon
the I made
coins is
the
pretty goddamn amazing. Well,
I made the terrible mistake of playing Puzzles and Dragons when I was in Japan. I can't stop.
Have you played the Nintendo one of that on the DS?
The Mario version.
Yeah, the Mario version. It's
Pretty
good.
fun. Yeah.
Pretty good. That's my mobile tidbit for the month, for the year maybe. That's all I got. That's all I can bring up. Dodger, you went and saw. I don't know what else you've been up to, but I do know you went and saw a movie premiere last night.
I did. I saw the Attack on Titan live action world premiere of the movie.
What was that
And
like?
I was trying to explain it to Adam and Wheat. It's like when somebody says it was pretty good for a video game movie. Like that's what I would say about this. It was pretty good for an anime movie. They took like anybody who's going into this movie thinking that it's going to be Attack on Titan is going to be so severely disappointed because they take the same world and the same names of the characters, but the characters are completely different and the story is totally different. Like there are definitely aspects of it where you're like, oh, that happened in the manga, and like the beginning is pretty much similar, but yeah, it's not.
Interesting.
It wasn't what I wanted out of that movie, but at the same time, I understand that like they had to take the whole Attack on Titan story and condense it into 2 movies, which is not easy, and it's written by the same guy. Which is why I don't understand why he would make the characters so different. I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Wait, it's written by the
But
same
anyway.
person? That's
Yeah.
I thought like the movie studio just took liberties for everything, but
No, he was like, he made sure everything went according to his like vision for the movies. He wrote it, all of that.
interesting.
So yeah, I'm so confused. But the Titans look incredible. Like the action is pretty good, but
How
like
did they-
just the Titans are terrifying.
Like, how did they do that? Was it like
looks like-
green screened or what? Like
It looks like they did mocap with like actual people and then sort of added like a glaze of CGI. Like they just took a lot of people who were good at looking really creepy
yeah.
and then just made them huge with no genitals, and it was like terrifying. It was the whole like first 20 minutes of the movie is probably my favorite part.
Was that
'cause
like
it's
a
just
monster movie
terrifying.
type thing? Like where there's a big monster type deal?
Do you know anything about Attack on Titan?
No, I do, but that's why I'm wondering. I was just like, how did like
Really, it's a fascist parable about.
that's why I'm wondering like
I
how it
remember
worked.
JP spoiled that for me. Like 2 years ago, JP spoiled that for me. I'll never
What?
forget.
How did I spoil it for you?
You told me like
Well, don't spoil it for everyone if I spoil
I
it
don't
for you.
understand. Like, a bunch of stuff happens in the first episode that you think was
Oh,
really gonna
yeah.
happen, but then like it doesn't, and JP ruined it all.
I don't remember. I only watched like 3 episodes and I got bored. So,
Just enough to spoil me. Okay.
yep. Still upset about
So I just
that.
read the Wikipedia article and then told you all about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that and it was like pretty okay. And then this week I've been going pretty ham on gym classes. I'm feeling good about that. Although
saw
today
that.
I was so sore I decided to have this be my day off.
Uh-oh.
But
Already
yeah.
slipping.
You have to take days off so
Nope.
you don't injure yourself, JP.
That's what you tell a quitter.
Jeez.
I totally thought that gym classes was like an anime or some shit.
No, this is like I've been paying for a gym membership and literally not using it. What classes do they have there? And I was like, a spin class. I'll take a spin class. And now my butt hurts so bad. because bike seats are the worst. But man, I was the worst in that class. There were like 7 grandmas in that class that were killing it. And then I was like, like dying. And then yesterday I took a yoga class and that was super fun, but that's why I'm sore. The yoga class
the
like made
yoga
me
class ruined
super
you.
sore.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'm going to do Zumba. I'm
That's
super
intense.
jazzed about it.
That's fucking intense.
Yep.
I wanted to do. I was talking to Dan, Dan's Gaming and Bacon Donut, of doing like a weight loss thing for TwitchCon, like lose as much weight as. I don't know how to do that though, because like everyone has a. It's all relative to that person. So do you go like body mass index or
Yeah.
like how do you rank it when everyone is different shapes and sizes?
Well, you know what? The good news, JP, is that the Biggest Loser on NBC already figured this out. So
really, tell me how to do it. What do they do?
well, you have to go watch.
No,
the
I'm
show
not going to watch
No
the
one
show.
actually
Wait, just
watches
fucking tell
I
me that.
put a lot of time into the research on that. I'm not going to just like divulge their secrets right here.
God
Intellectual property rights. Come on.
It's based off a percentage of weight.
Okay.
I feel obligated to say there should be like
It
a
still has-
maximum weight loss just
It
to be
still has
safe.
issues though. Yeah.
A maximum weight loss?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you can't
so that-
lose
so that you
more
don't
than
just, like,
this amount.
starve yourself.
You have to win like a
I mean-
competition amongst
Yeah, I mean,
friends.
if you
Look,
die,
look,
you
hold on.
lose all
If
of your
CS:GO
weight.
players can take Adderall in their tournaments, I'm gonna fucking not eat and just do a bunch of drugs and lose weight and win the tournament. So it's gonna happen.
That's what we're trying to not
yeah,
have
that's
happen.
why. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I brought it up.
I'm gonna take up smoking, and we're just gonna lose the weight. It's gonna happen. It's happening.
Where are you getting these robot gifts? Can you show these on
I was
stream?
gonna say this robot gift is so weird.
I
The
can't stop laughing.
first one, I don't. It's first one's from Twitter that I just found, and the other one's, well, I tweeted it the other day and remembered it.
Why?
The second one's from. They're probably both from Reddit. The second one where he falls though was titled "Me when I'm trying to sneak around while drunk."
That is trying to turn the wheel one? Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. It's so good. I'll show it off, I guess. It's just the perfect. I think he misses and he loses his.
Yeah, he tries to turn it, but he can't.
It's so good.
Boy.
It's so good. Anyways, I'll just leave this on rotation for everyone to watch.
Is there more after that? Oh, that's the last one. Shit.
That's it. I'll find more. We'll find more. Well, there's always more gifts on the internet. Kaitlyn, what have you been up to? I saw you quit StarCraft today so you could play more StarCraft.
That's right, JP.
Smart.
That's a good way to do it.
Just like my idea to go backwards around the world, even though backwards makes no sense. But
Yep.
Just backwards.
Just
so
go
not,
backwards.
this is
Superman did it.
forwards. That's backwards. Superman, that world?
What?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. Kayla, what have you been
I
up
played
to?
StarCraft.
Anything else besides StarCraft?
Mm,
You're playing Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I got to rank 11 and then I stopped again. But this time I did it without Face Hunter. So.
Oh,
now
in
I have, like-
Hearthstone?
yeah, in Hearthstone.
Wait, what's Face Hunter? Is that card OP or something?
It's like when you get a bunch of kind of okay cards, and then when you put them all together with the hunter, you're like completely unstoppable.
Is this is it a neutral card? Is it a class card?
No, it's just like the overall
It's a deck strategy.
best way to play Hearthstone.
Oh, okay. I see.
If you have no idea about what you're doing,
Yeah, no, I have no. It sounds like the deck for me. I have
you
no
should
idea what
try
I'm
it.
doing.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Hearthstone. Fuck that shit. It's one of those games where I spend too much money that I should play just because of how much money I've spent in it. But I'm not going to.
So they get you.
I have never opened the like 60 packs, and someone donated for me to open them. So I did that, and it was crazy. I got like one pack that had 2 legendaries in it. But Ryan was opening a pack that had like 3 legendaries, and one of them was a
What?
legendary. Yeah, like what?
There's a gold one
Yeah, and a gold one
in one pack.
in one pack.
That might be the luckiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, after all those ones, I guess karma.
It's true.
So
He
it's
rolls a
your
lot of
gold
ones.
bonus.
Sucks at the role play, and he's good at Hearthstone. So that's how it happens. That's how it happens. Where the fuck did we leave off in this game? I don't remember.
Well,
We had a 3-hour session 2 weeks
for a short,
ago.
short recap. There was your Yakuza, the meeting with the Yakuza, where Bonbon and Night Sass were in the like tea house, and the Gothic Lolita elf wizard like mind read Bonbon. And then after that, you got in touch with Gold Star Superhighway, who was the hacker kid that you had in your car way back when.
I don't remember that.
And then after that, you decided to find somewhere safe to stay that wasn't your safe house, and so you went to Kyosuke's apartment building, which is old friend of Night Sass.
Right.
And you went there, and you got to the party, and
Pate.
it was all a good time. So before we start, beliefs, instincts, and goals. Anybody have new ones?
I
don't.
I want to troll Wheat so bad and put my belief is that Bonbon's a racist.
I mean, that's a thing you could believe and try to like change Bonbon's mind about how racist she is.
We will just be like, I'm not a racist. I'm like, well, there's the karma. Give it to me.
I mean, if you both have like, if Bonbon had, I'm not a fucking racist, and you take Bonbon's a goddamn racist, and you both have like a conversation about it, and like there's some roles, you try to convince each other that you're not racist, then you get karma. But
Wait, do you want to do that?
I think Weed has bigger things in mind.
Yeah, no, that's why I was
than
asking.
that. Well, let's start with breakdown. What are you doing for your beliefs, instincts, and goals?
They're the same.
Yeah. Okay. You want to remind us what they are? It's been a while.
My belief is I am changing, and my goal is to prevent Bon Bon from getting hurt, and my instinct is that I'll stop what I'm doing to heal my teammates.
Excellent.
Is that you're changing? Is that like a emotional thing, or are you going to turn into a bird?
I'm transforming into a bird.
Is that-
I think if it was a bird, I would say I'm transforming.
Okay, I was just asking. You never know.
I am
Metamorphosis.
henching currently.
Okay.
Wait, there wouldn't be a
my God.
past or present form of that word, would there? It would just be henshin.
Well, henshin's a noun, right? So henshino.
So two henshin.
Yeah, henshino shite, I think. Like the past tense of to do henshin, I guess.
Right.
Anyway,
I don't know what just happened.
yeah, if anybody wants to animate a magical girl transformation sequence for Breakdown, I'm
Please,
all over.
yeah,
that
where I
shit.
turn into a bird. Come on.
All right, cool. So you're gonna keep your beliefs, instincts, and goals. How about you, Knight's Ass?
I'm also going to keep them. My belief is I don't have this written down into a single sentence, so that's why I always have to think about it for a second. Just I don't know, just trying to get attention. That's what my belief is.
Your belief is that attention is the most important thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And then my goal is to sabotage the rescue of Akiko, and my instinct has actually always been the same. Just telling people that I'm famous.
Yep. It's been working out
Wait,
for us.
why the fuck is that your goal?
I don't you've played this game before, right?
You'd have to ask Knight's Ass in character why she's doing that.
Well, you don't know that I'm doing that. Well, I try to stop everyone. Every time I try to stop people from rescuing Akiko, I say why, actually. But
Yeah, it's true. She's been very clear about it.
Well, I just tune her out. Sorry.
Bon Bon, how about you?
So I am going to change my belief from I am obviously the leader of this group to I am the leader of this group and I must do anything to ensure the success of the crew.
So it's become not quite so obvious anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And your instinct?
Is I'm a hacker and I must hack, and my goal is contact Pops in Japan.
Okay. All right. And how about you, Crusher?
My belief is that no one takes me seriously. Did we determine how we would roll? I guess have conversations for that. Like, how do I overcome that? I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, so you'll have
Like,
to
is
get
that a
someone
good belief?
to take you seriously,
Okay.
right? Like, be taken seriously,
Okay, that works for me.
or change your belief. Like, give up on your belief and be like, no one will ever take me seriously. I guess I'm only good at killing things or whatever, right? Like, as you go.
Okay.
What's your instinct?
Well, my goal has always been to meet an Oni, and I think I'm going to change that and just give up on it. And my goal is to prove that Bon Bon is a racist,
Okay.
just because
All
that'll
right.
give me something to do.
That
And
makes
then,
sense.
My instinct will be to go against myself. So,
Right.
like,
Yes.
to-
Yeah.
to do
Second guess.
Yeah, to try to do whatever the opposite is of what Crusher would normally do.
so you're not going to try and change Bonbon's mind. You're just going to prove that they actually
Yes.
are
Just
racist.
prove it.
Love it.
Yes.
I would be suspicious if Crusher cared about actually like.
No, it's not about
Yeah,
cha-
that's a
it's
good
not about
point.
changing the world. It's about proving a point.
It's about proving
Yeah,
a point.
That's a really
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So, in the Mirrorshades manga, panel 1 is the I-5 bridge overlooking the Willamette River, and it says like we get like a little like thing like Portland, and this is very obviously from Breakdown's perspective. Breakdown, you're in your parents' car, and you're dressed the way you normally dress, but you're like 5. You're like a little kid. You're like in a car seat,
Okay.
in the back seat of your parents' car, driving across the Willamette River, and the sky is like pink, and the clouds appear from this distance to be made out of cupcakes. There's little like candles sticking out of them.
Oh my
like,
God, what's
on
happening to me?
fire.
Okay. Right.
And your parents are having a conversation, but they're like talking in this like weird kind of like wobbly, like you can't understand like tone, and you're trying really hard to hear them, but you can't, and it's like really stressing you out. because they're talking about something really important, but you can't figure out what it is.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're like struggling at your like car seat buckle, and you can't get it undone. You're like stuck in the car. And you look out the window and you see a huge like silver like serpent come like flying, like it's a dragon, big like
Right.
Eastern dragon, no wings, like big mustachios, come sort of like flying towards the car and then like dip under the bridge and like fly around. And then it breathes like a stream of like white fire onto the river, which sets the river on fire. And smoke and ash are like pouring off of the burning river. And like tiny motes of ash sort of drift down towards the open window of the car, and they start to like pour into the car, and the car starts to fill up. And when you look down, it's not like ash, but like down like feathers that they're like starting to fill up the car. And like your parents are still talking, and like you're trying to get their attention, and they're not turning around, and pretty soon the feathers are like up to your chin, and they're like pouring out the window, and the car is like filling up with feathers, and you're like breathing them in when you try to breathe. And as you sort of start to like lose the like sight of your parents, your mom turns around to look at you, but it's not your mom, it's Bon Bon. And she's dressed like your mom and has your mom's haircut, but it's definitely Bon Bon. And she reaches over to you and puts her hand on your shoulder and starts like shaking you gently and is like, Bon Bon, or Breakdown, wake up, Breakdown. And you like come to, and you're like lying where you fell asleep on this like cot in this little apartment. You can still just barely hear the sound of like a party in the distance. Crusher and Nightsass are like sleeping nearby. You can hear Crusher like breathing. And Bon Bon is like standing nearby with her like hand on your shoulder, like trying to wake you up. And so you come to, Bon Bon is there.
This is, by the way, this is after I had just had my conversation with, what's her bucket?
Yeah, this is after the party. Like you've all had the party, you were at the party, and people have gone to bed at different times and stuff. But you slowly remember Breakdown. Like you were like at this party and feeling uncomfortable or whatever, and you went to bed and fell asleep. And this is you like waking up. You don't know what time it is, what else is going on. But Bon Bon is waking you up. What are you gonna do or say besides just stare at Bon Bon like what?
Breakdown.
Yeah. Yep.
What? Good morning.
What time is it?
It's like I don't know, 9:30, 10 maybe. Is there clocks in this place? I haven't seen any. Like there's a window, right?
Yeah. It's open like a crack.
Okay. Sun's coming in, so I just assume that's it.
Yeah.
I just had a really, really weird dream.
Yeah? Well, you want to tell me about it?
As long as you don't think that it's really weird that in the dream my mom transformed into you. Is that weird? Is that a weird thing? I think that's a weird thing, but I think it's specifically because you were trying to wake me up and like I heard your voice and then my mom like transformed into, but like that was the end of the dream though. That wasn't like the entirety of the, you know what? I'm going to keep this dream to myself. Not,
You know what you need, Breakdown? Maybe we all need, but I'm not going to bother those two. What we need some fresh air. Why don't we just go outside for a little bit, take a walk? It smells like cigarettes and whatever the fuck else they were doing in this. Let's go.
okay.
All right. So I take Breakdown for a walk.
Okay. So, Breakdown, you're still feeling like a little spacey, like the edges of your vision are still a little blurry, and you're not dizzy exactly, but feeling a little disoriented because you just like woke from a start with a like an intense weird dream. And so yeah, you go to the elevator. It's like a little tiny elevator with Bon Bon. You get in, and the elevator starts the slow descent down to the main floor.
I guess like while we're going down, uh, actually, I really want to ask Breakdown about, what she thinks of our current situation. But then
Mm-hmm.
I stop and I guess I'm like, I'll just wait till we're outside. Like,
Yeah, so
I don't want
Bonbon,
to start this conversation yet.
yeah, Breakdown, you can see it looks like Bonbon is like wanting to say something and then doesn't. Um,
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, of course. You know, I just, I, 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 I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't a little worried, about, the situation we're in. Should we have come to Japan? Are we getting fucked here? Are we gonna make it out okay? I don't mean to throw it. No, you haven't had anything to drink. It's like 10:30 in the morning, but it's just I was having trouble sleeping last night because of it.
I like chuckle a little, and then make a face like I'm not laughing at you being worried at stuff. It's just if it makes you feel better, I'm always worried about everything. So at least you're not alone because we're both worrying about it.
I know, I know. I just, I don't want to. I don't want anything horrible to happen to us, and I don't have the best feeling about these players in the game. So I don't know. Let's fucking go walk.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think partway through the end of that sentence, there's like the ping as the elevator door slides open, and you can see the lobby, the like kind of dingy lobby, a couple of plants that are kind of dying in the hallway, mailboxes with mail jammed in them, and the door outside, which has been jammed open because it's like hot out, and yeah, outside like it's just sort of dawn. Light is sort of shining on the parking lot outside. And for like being in a shithole, it's like kind of okay. It's definitely nice being out of that cramped apartment.
We're outside.
Not yet. No, you're in the.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Let's walk outside.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Outside.
right. So you step outside into the parking lot and break down. You feel something like cold and like hard press against the back of your head, just under your ear, and you hear someone say, "Okay, don't move. Hands up." What do you do?
My hands are up.
Yeah. Okay, so do you turn to look and see who's like pointing a gun at you?
Nope.
No, you just don't move. Okay.
I do
like
though.
I try to look and see if like Bonbon's in a similar situation though, like glance to
Okay.
the side.
All right. You look over at Bonbon. It's not Bonbon. There's a woman standing there. She's an elf.
Oh my
She's wearing
God.
like a black and white dress, and you look over at her, and she sees you like panicking, and she just winks at you. She walks out in front of you, and the person behind you puts the gun to your back and is like, "Okay, let's go." And like is moving you, and now you can see parked at the other end of the parking lot. There's a black like Humvee sitting there, and there's a troll leaned up against it, wearing like a huge Stetson and like a leather vest, and he's like smoking a cigar, and he's like watching as you walk over.
Was we in on this? Because he led you outside.
There's no bonbon to be seen.
Oh my God. Shit. Fuck, there's nothing I can do. I guess I walk. Shit. I walk. Fuck. I don't know what to do.
All right, so you and the woman like walk kind of side by side. You hear her get out her cell phone, and she starts having a quick conversation in Japanese. You want to roll your one Japanese die to see if you can pick up any of it?
Sure.
Okay.
What's my target number?
4.
Ah!
Oh snap!
Okay. You catch your own name a couple of times, but not breakdown, like your actual name. And then
Fuck.
Yeah, and then the verb like to
'Cause
obtain.
She's been in my brain. She's been in my brain. She knows everything.
to obtain or to get. And she ends it with like, "Yeah, we'll be there soon." And she walks up to the Hummer, and as she does, the cowboy like drops his cigar on the ground and like stubs it out, kind of like side eyes you, and then walks around to the driver's side, pops the door and gets in. It's like a troll-sized Hummer, so it takes up like 6 lanes instead of 4. And the woman opens the door for you and like gestures for you to like, "Please, after you."
I hesitate to get in.
Okay, the gun like pokes you in the back a little
That's
harder.
what I figured. I get in the car.
Okay. All right, so you get in. Inside, it's set up more like a limousine with like 2 bench seats facing each other. There's a console in the middle with like a bunch of computer equipment. You get in, and then the guy with the gun pointed at you gets in behind you and sits next to you, and then the girl gets in and sits across from you. So she's sitting across from you, and she brings up a computer terminal and starts doing some stuff. You look at the guy who's sitting next to you. He's white. Hard to say any more than that ethnically. He's got a military style like brush cut. He's wearing like a bulletproof vest underneath a leather jacket, and he's got like cargo pants and combat boots, and he's holding like a big pistol. Which once you're in the vehicle, he's still pointing at you just sort of like casually, but not like directly. And he says, he's like, "All you have to do is behave yourself. You're gonna get out of this just fine. We just needed a little leverage."
A magic user would know if I'm casting magic, right?
If she's like perceiving astrally, yeah, definitely.
What can I do? What can I do with a car spirit?
If you start trying to summon a spirit, they'll probably hit or shoot you. Probably not shoot you, but you'll get pistol whipped for sure.
And there's no possibility that they won't notice.
You can cast spells, but she can try to protect him or herself just the same way you would be able to protect yourself from a spell if she tried to attack you with one. Yeah, because it doesn't take time, it's just thought, right?
Right, but is there any % chance that I could summon a spirit and not get caught? Okay.
No, you'd have to have a spirit ready. You could call a spirit to help you if it already existed. But
Right.
Summoning takes like time and chanting and praying and stuff.
Fuck. Shit. Okay.
So he
I have
reaches-
nothing useful.
Yeah,
Okay, go.
he reaches across and he grabs the seatbelt and like pulls it across because you're like just panicking, right? You're frozen like a bird. You're just sitting there like
Yeah.
So he pulls the seatbelt across, buckles it in, and like pulls it tight across your chest, and you kind of feel your breath catch, and it reminds you immediately of like being stuck in the car seat in your dream. You like catch your breath, and he turns and reaches over and pulls the door closed on the Hummer, and we see the Hummer from outside as it pulls out of the parking lot, and the engine, like the key turning in the engine, like roars, and upstairs we see like Bonbon. You like your eyes open, you like snap open and like look around. And you see Breakdown is missing. Breakdown is not where they fell asleep.
Question.
Yes.
If a spirit isn't mine, can I try to contact it?
Well, I mean, I think the only thing that you could do right now, if you wanted to get away, was leave your body. They would still have it, but you wouldn't be in it anymore.
Could I? But like, as an astral body, I can't do anything to the physical world, right? So I would leave. I would like.
we'd go to that ghost
we have this whole
scene where you'd be
ghost
like
thing.
trying to push a fucking quarter.
It's like every transport malfunction episode of Star Trek. We're like, I'm right here.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But
I want to. What I'm asking.
you can be seen by anyone who perceives astrally, so they're seeing both. You can be perceived and affected by any dual-natured entity, so if it exists in the spirit world and in the real world, or if you can convince or find a way to get like a magic user to look around astrally, you might be able to get their attention too.
What I want to know is, can I contact the owl?
Not like mentally. You can't like send out a mental summons or whatever, but you could leave your body and fly to Ikebukuro and try and find it.
Shit. Okay.
But then they just have your body, and
Yeah.
that's still, useful for bartering with. You have 6 hours before your connection becomes severed.
I just want to get a message to everybody.
Plus, the other thing is, if you leave your body and they take it somewhere where you don't know where it is, it's hard to find it again. You don't just auto tether back to it.
Right. I'll wait until we reach a stopping point. Then I'll just sit in the car and just panic in my mind. That's all. Just fucking. How could you let this happen? Wheat, you did this.
So the car pulls away.
I did.
Bonbon, you wake up. Wheat, thank you for your help. You can have that 2 karma I promised you.
Oh my god, he was in on it.
Hey,
He was.
for the record, I had no fucking idea.
To be fair, yes, I'm just trying to make Wheat look like a shill. What actually happened was that I asked Wheat to do a thing and said that if he could do it, I would give him karma. I didn't say why. I didn't say what else was going to happen.
Of course, my optimistic mind is I'm going to, Adam's going to put a rainbow there. He's going to set up this, great picture. And no, instead.
Well, honestly, I was really hoping that it was gonna get romantic in the elevator.
Right? Yeah.
So you'd have
I
your
reach
moment
over and
I'd be
hold her hand for the first time or something.
No, it wasn't her, evil elf. Gotcha.
Oh my god, that would have just been soul crushing.
I know, right?
I was already kind of soul crushing, Adam.
I have a really quick question. Wouldn't Breakdown have unlimited time to find his body though? Nearly unlimited.
I have 6 hours away from my body, right?
It's based
But
on...
you move so quickly.
Movement time, no problem. Yeah, it's just if you have to do stuff that isn't just moving around and doing things. It's if you get captured, for example, if you leave your body and then another mage captures you.
I see. So when you're moving really fast, time isn't slowed down for you or anything.
No, it's just you move really fucking fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you move at the speed of thought. So.
What happens again if you don't get back to your body?
Your body starts to disintegrate.
So it's like Animorphs, but not at all.
Animorphs.
Just like Animorphs.
If you leave your body, after a certain period of time, it starts to die without the soul in it. So it's 6 hours before the dying starts, and then after that, your essence starts to dissolve.
Cool.
Yeah,
What happens if you have no essence?
You die.
Gotcha.
You're a hawk for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you can fly
Terrible
in
life.
any direction. You can fly in any direction, but you can't pass through the earth, and you can't leave the atmosphere, and you can travel at your magic attribute times 1,000 kilometers an hour.
Man.
So you could get from Japan to LA in 40 minutes. If you really need to get to LA really fast.
Pretty dope, yeah.
We gotta go.
I gotta go now.
Yeah, and so actually what happens is for every hour you're out of your body loses 1 point of essence, which brings your magic attribute down. And then if it ends up at 0, then your body starts to die. Yeah, so you weaken over time because you need to be in your body to be able to do things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I wake
Everybody
up.
who's explode the car does not ever watch this go or know what kind of a magic user I am at all. Sorry.
Why isn't she exploding the car right now?
Yeah, just kill them with your death magic.
God, just don't play this game. This role playing. Emphasis on game.
I guess a groggy bonbon would be breakdown. Kind of look around and I suppose inspect the apartment, expecting to find him somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like a little like 2-room apartment. There's a bathroom on the floor, not in the apartment. So there's like a little kitchenette area.
Then I walk into the kitchenette area.
Yeah.
And Breakdown's not there, so I actually like walk back to the bedroom.
Yeah, still not there.
Still, I like go back, and this happens at least 3 or 4 times before I'm actually awake, going like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I suppose after realizing, like, Crusher, Night Sass, where the fuck did Breakdown go?
Are we up?
I think you wake up when Bonbon starts using like outside voice.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Breakdown, you idiots?
How big is the hotel we're at? It's not like that big, right?
The
Motel.
building is probably like 20 stories, and there's probably like 20, 25 little apartments on each floor.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Bonbon,
gonna
what are you
check with
talking about?
security.
I guess like right when it happens, I'm just like, Bonbon, what are you talking about?
It was a pretty crazy party last night.
Yeah, maybe she's in one of the other rooms. I don't know.
Not everyone at that party was as classy as me, so who knows?
I get up and like walk over towards the fridge.
Okay. Tiny little thing.
Yeah, I just see what's in the fridge.
Hold it with your finger.
Don't
Nothing.
we have-
Nothing.
There's
Like
nothing at all.
an old like tofu container.
Oh, okay.
Don't we have the security bot here?
Yeah, where's
you
Mr.
have-
Extreme?
Yeah, you
brought
have
him with
Mr.
us.
You have Mr. Extreme with you, but he's powered down.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Remember, I was playing on stage with him. I guess I
Yeah.
didn't plug him back in.
He's run down. Yeah, nobody put him on security mode.
Is there a bunch of other people here with us as well?
Not in this apartment, no.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the apartment where the party was and find out.
I
Okay.
go
the
straight
fuck
to
Breakdown
security.
is.
Security? There's no security.
Yeah, as I get into the elevator, I look around. I'm like, there are no cameras anywhere here. Okay.
Well, I guess if they split off, what else is in the apartment?
There's like a little hot plate built into the counter. There's a tiny fridge. There's a like combination like rice cooker water heater thingy plugged into the wall. There's futons on basically every surface of the floor of the other room, and you're all kind of sleeping like in a pile, like next to each other. There's just enough futon space for everybody,
Okay.
and that takes up all the rest of the apartment.
Then maybe I start like unfolding out one of the futons to like go back to sleep, and I lay down and maybe close my eyes, and I'm just like, oh fuck. I just get up and go back up to where the other part or where the actual party was.
Okay. All right. So, Night Sass and Bonbon, you were already on your way there?
I'm on the way to the front desk.
Okay.
I was gonna go to the apartment where
Okay.
we were.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crusher and Bonbon, you can go there, and
Yeah.
then... Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I think
so...
I show up a little bit late to where Bonbon's going.
Okay. So Night Sass, you get downstairs, and it's exactly as I just described it to Breakdown and Fake Bonbon. Just like an empty, peeling linoleum, broken mirror on one side, dying like plants, and then a door cracked open slightly with like a bucket propped under it to hold it open. So there's a bit of a breeze.
I managed to still get a good view of myself in the mirror. You know, it's
Totally,
like-
yeah. You look kind of badass because of all the like cracks and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Is there
so
anyone
that-
at the front desk?
There is no front desk. There's just like a big like mailbox, and there's like a flickering building directory outside with like various like numbers. But most of the directory entries are either occupant or like swear words or fuck off or like there's no real names. You know, Seymour Butts, that kind of thing.
Which room is my friend in?
Kyosuke, there's the only one that's labeled is like manager.
Okay, I go to that room.
Okay, I mean you can buzz it or you can go up to the room.
Okay, I buzz it.
Okay, all right. So it rings for a little while, rings, and then there's a click, and a very groggy person says hello on the other side.
Hey, I'm looking for my friend. Where's your videotapes, you pervert? I know you have some somewhere.
So on the other side, a woman's voice says something in Japanese. She sounds confused.
I'm looking for my friend. He went missing in here.
Roll your Japanese skill.
Oh, no.
Target number 4.
Oh, snap.
So you managed to say like me, friend, not present. Why? Like you can string a few words together, and they're just like maybe you mention like Kyosuke, and they're like, oh yeah, Kyosuke, come up, and they like press. You hear the buzz, and they like press a button to buzz you in.
Okay, I go up.
Okay. All right. So just prior to your arrival, Bon, you get to the floor, and yeah, you can hear like TV playing at the end of the hall where the party was.
Okay.
And you get down the end of the hall, and the door is still open. Someone is like asleep, like just like curled up in the fetal position, like in the little shoe area. They're like cuddling a shoe. They're just like asleep. The people who are chipped in on the couch are still there. The TV is on, and it's playing some like morning news show. And then all the other doors in the apartment have been like closed. So, yeah.
So I mean, I think I go in and I just, hey, I guess the first guy with the shoe that I see.
Yeah, sleeping shoe guy.
Yeah, I like shake him awake or attempt
Okay.
to.
All right. Yeah, he wakes up. He's like,
You.
what? And he like looks up, and his eyes are all like bloodshot, and like he looks exhausted. And he's just like holding the shoe. He looks up at you. Yes.
Remember me from last night?
He like squints at you. No.
All right. You remember at least the party that took place here last night?
He's like, yes, good party. And he like pulls some more shoes in to like fix his like pillow, and like puts his head back down and closes his eyes.
I kind of like, give him a tap. Like,
okay, yeah, he like,
stay with
snaps
me.
open.
I'm like, look, my colleague, my friend, an elf, was here with us. Appears to be missing now.
He like shakes
Where
his head.
the fuck is he?
No elves. No elves here. Sorry.
I go snap the next person.
Okay,
Hey.
The chipped in folks, they're still like just like twitching slightly and fully immersed in whatever simulation they're in. While you're like shaking one of them though, you hear a like a really hollow, like high pitched tinny like ringing like of a phone in the other room. And then someone answers the phone. You hear like this mushy mushy, like a woman's voice, and then a very short, like confused conversation that on your end is like, "I'm sorry, who is this? I don't know who you're looking for. What?
I go towards the
Do you
voice.
speak Japanese?"
I go towards the voices.
Okay, yeah, it's in like one of the side rooms.
While we walk there, I say things like, "Are you sure you didn't just go get coffee or go on some like stupid nature walk, some shit like that?" Like,
Why don't
So-
you check?
Well, so the conversation that Bon is overhearing is the one that you had downstairs, Night Sass. So you're in the elevator now on your way up to the room, and while Bon is looking around the room.
I say it out loud. This is a waste of time.
Yeah, you're just talking to yourself. This is terrible. So you knock on the door, Bon?
I think it's like a sliding door or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like slide it open.
Okay, all right. There's a slight shriek of surprise. There's a woman wearing like a large like a men's T-shirt, like it goes down to like her knees. It has like Mickey Mouse on it, but Mickey Mouse has like a bunch of safety pins piercing his nose, and he has like a red mohawk. And she like gets startled and like drops the phone, and it's like buzzing like she had just pressed the button. And she like puts her hands up and starts saying like, no money.
I'm like, relax. Look, I'm just looking for a friend of mine.
She like looks at you. She's like, "That's what she said," and like points at the phone.
What do you mean? That's what she said. I don't.
The woman on the phone. She said she knew Kyosuke looking for someone.
I mean, obviously, I put two and two together.
Yeah.
Wait, but I'm like, wait, you're security?
She looks at you. She's like, "No, there's no security. And she like looks around and kind of is like, "Have you seen this building?" Like,
I just kind of like laugh because I'm assuming that's what Knights Ass did. Be like,
yeah.
well, look, I'm looking for my friend Elf. About this tall, real handsome. You seen him?
She nods. She's like, yes, from the party. Not since last night. No.
What do you mean not since last night? You see him last night?
So we'll flash back to breakdown. You're sitting on the couch at the party. Bonbon is like in the
God,
kitchen.
this is like
maybe
a murder mystery. Uh-huh.
Bonbon is in the kitchen. You're sitting on the couch, and this woman comes and sits down next to you, and she's dressed differently. Like she has her hair up in a like top ponytail. She's wearing the same T-shirt, but it's tucked into like jean shorts now, and she has a vest with a bunch of like LEDs on it that look like a sort of sparkly waterfall. And she sits down next to you and like sort of like spills her beer on you, and then starts immediately
On the bird?
apologizing. And just like starts apologizing and like picks up a dirty like napkin and starts like patting you and is just like, I'm sorry. What do you do?
I like open up the cage and like take one of the napkins from her and start like dabbing also because also is on my lap. So I'm just like, it's
Yeah.
Like,
fine,
also is
it's
wasted.
fine, it's fine.
Yeah. And so in like really like broken English, she's like, is your bird okay?
I think so. Thank you. No, he should be fine.
So she nods and it's like it never happens. And she puts her beer down and she looks around and she's like, pretty good party, yes?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from America.
She like leans back and is like, oh, you know Kyosuke.
Do I know Kyosuke? I don't. I don't think. Maybe? No, I don't think so.
She's like, Kyosuke is very popular in America. This is what he told me.
Oh, Pop, what does he do?
Big time surfing.
Oh, that is very big in America.
She gestures to the table where there's like obvious drugs and then what you can only assume are computer drugs, like a big pile of chips with like smiley faces and radiation symbols on them. And she points at them and is like, do you want something? Kyosuke
no.
said anyone can help themselves.
No, thank you. Thank you. I'm fine.
She holds her beer up. She's like, "Can I get you a drink? You are very handsome." And she like kind of like leans into you, like you could see
Oh.
now she's like a little tipsy.
Oh, thank you. No, my friends are grabbing drinks, so I'm good. Thank you, though.
She's like,
I like lean back just a little bit.
yeah. She follows you. She like leans in as you like. She's like,
Oh, God.
so you're here with girlfriend?
I like kind of smile and yeah, I am.
You look over at Bonbon.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you look over at Bonbon, we like fade out and back up on Bonbon looking like concerned, but like tired, right? And so we're back in the present. And then she says, "Oh, yes, your boyfriend, I remember now. I tried to get, she's like, I tried to hit on him, but very loyal." And she like pats you on the shoulder. "You are lucky. My last boyfriend, nothing like that." And she like folds her arms and kind of is like, yeah.
All right. Well, listen. If you hear anything, or maybe anyone else you know knows where it might be, take this and give me a call.
Okay. She takes it from you, looks around like for somewhere to like. She's just wearing a T-shirt, and then she's like, "Okay," and like just holds it and waits for you to leave.
All right. I leave at that point. Try to go find the rest of the group.
Okay. So I think that you finish your conversation and you hear Crusher and Night's Ass in the hallway, like approaching. You hear Crusher's heavy footsteps, and you hear Night's Ass. Like you don't hear what she's saying, but you hear her voice.
So, I mean, I guess like I just immediately start going towards them.
Okay. All right. So let's break here. You guys can have the Where the Hell Did Breakdown Go meeting when we get back, and I'll hand out karma from the last session. I just wanted to jump right into the weird dream sequence.
Cool stuff. All right, yeah. Let's take our first break of the show. Still got 3 hours to go. And then we'll come back and jump into hour number 2. So we'll be right back, guys. We'll see you in just a sec.